Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Beneil Dariush believes Conor McGregor is a cheat. During a recent interview with the Schmo, Dariush had this to say.
What do you make of the whole Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler situation in USADA? Are we going to get this fight? Is it going to happen in the fall, the Ultimate Fighter? Is it going to be 170 pounds? Does McGregor get a pass? What do you make?
I think Conor's cheating because in reality is like if you want to, for example, you want to fix your knee or you want to fix your leg and you need to get certain, let's say, growth hormones or whatever he's doing, you can get a therapeutic exemption. You can speak to USADA, get a therapeutic exemption, but like you can't add extra stuff. Whatever you're putting in, you have to declare with them and get it figured out. This is BS, to be honest with you. The fact that they say, oh, well, he's doing this, he's not getting tested right now because of his leg. No, you could still get tested. You just have to declare and say, hey, this was a therapeutic exemption, but that's not the case. He even put down retirement. So he went into retirement, I guess. And so USADA recently said, yeah, when you come out of retirement, you need 6 months and then 2 clean tests. So like, bro, this is garbage.
Paddy Pimblett recently went off on Jared Gordon from his hospital bed and told fans he plans to rematch Gordon later this year. Following this video, Jared Gordon has since responded on Twitter. Funny thing is, going into this fight, I had an ankle injury as well, documented by the UFC. I couldn't walk for weeks after our fight too. I get why he's angry. He knows I won, like the rest of the world. Gordon also commented under one of Paddy's Instagram posts saying, I hope you get well soon, man. Heal up. You know I won, otherwise we wouldn't be talking about this anymore. See you when you're ready. Following the back and forth between Jared and Paddy, fighters weighed in with their opinions on the beef. Aljamain Sterling tweeted, I'm not understanding this energy. What did Jared say to deserve this? But I'm here for the rematch. Renato Moicano said, this man is a clown. What do you guys think about a potential rematch between Paddy Pimblett and Jared Gordon? Do you think it could happen this year? Let us know your opinions in the comment section. Brian Ortega responds to the call out from Ilia Topuria during a recent interview. Here's the clip.
Right now, I got 3 weeks left of kind of just working through through these process of these training scenarios and things that I'm doing right now. But 3 weeks to a month is what they finally are giving me to say, hey man, you can finally just train full blast. That's it. So I got a month left of that. Obviously I see people like Topuria, calling me out, constantly. I see it now, and 2 things come to mind, right? 1, I've never backed out of any fighter, right? You guys, I fought the best of the best. I fought the people that you wish that you can fight yet. So that's 1 thing. 2 is I'm not even able to fight. So let me get back to training and that's it, I'll gladly humble someone if I have to. And once they earn their way up to where I'm at, then you can come join me, but you can't use your mouth to come up here,
Sean O'Malley and his coach Tim Welch give their take on UFC 287's co-main event between Gilbert Burns and Jorge Masvidal.
Gilbert Burns versus Masvidal.
That is a sick fight. Masvidal and Rogan seems confident, dude. He seems so confident. 3-round fight changes it up a bit. I think his takedown defense is super sick. Gilbert Burns, God, I don't know. That's a sick fight.
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't know.
Yeah.
Did Gilbert lose his last fight?
He lost. No, he beat Neil Magny.
Okay.
Easy. Smoked him, took him down.
And Masvidal hasn't fought since Usman?
Masvidal fought Colby.
Yeah.
After Usman, wow.
I thought you were a huge UFC fan, G. Don't act like you know
slipping away
shit.
on me.
I don't think Gilbert. I think Gilbert's just so good at just coming out and saying taking risks. He's gonna shoot a lot in the fight, I think.
Yeah, he is. He definitely will take some risks, but 3 rounds, that changes it, dude.
Colby Covington reveals how he became the #1 contender for the welterweight title, and then comments on Leon Edwards turning down the fight with him. In a recent edition of the Believe You Me podcast with Michael Bisping, Colby had this to say.
To be honest, Mike, no, there wasn't any guarantees that I was going to get the next title shot. I think I just went out there and handled my business in an ultra professional way where I showed to the UFC my true value and my true colors, that I was willing to fight either guy on a moment's notice. They called me Tuesday night. They give me a warning a couple weeks before, like, hey, stay ready just in case. But I didn't know for sure, Mike, that I was going over there until Tuesday night. They were like, hey, we need you to come weigh in. There might be some issues with the main event. We need you to possibly come fight, but you have to make weight for sure. So When they told me that, I was just like, hey, okay, let's do this. This is what I've been telling them, that I'm ready on a moment's notice. Anybody in the world, I'm ready any place, anytime, anyone. So, I think the numbers and just my actions spoke louder than words, Mike, and that's why I'm getting the next title shot. Until you get some high-profile wins, main event spotlights, some former world champion, big main event fights, don't be complaining and ask for stuff that you don't deserve. So he just found out the hard way, Mike, that he doesn't call the shots in the UFC. He shouldn't cross the boss. He should listen to the company. He should be a company man like Colby Covington.
Martin Vettori gives his opinion on the future of Bo Nickal in the UFC during a recent interview. Here's what Vettori had to say.
Yeah, I wasn't too impressed with it, to be honest. Like, he need him in the ball, and then he took advantage of that. So, I mean, but yeah, I mean, it's fresh meat. We'll see what happens, and then we'll see, when he gets to the top of the division, I think he'll find problems for sure,
Right, because there's talk about whether the UFC is gonna, because he's got star power now. So if the UFC is gonna fast track him, how do you think he'll do once he starts fighting guys inside the top 15? Do you think he's ready for that, or do you think he still needs a few more fights before he gets there?
I think he'll get tested pretty. There are some guys who are were hard to control that will give him a lot of trouble,
Yeah.
So we'll see.
In a recent YouTube video, Henry Cejudo breaks down the rematch between Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira.
I just think Israel he's stuck. He just believes he can beat him in his style. So for that reason, I just can't. And I'm actually somewhat cheering for Israel, but not really, because I haven't seen enough from Israel, from the transitions. Did he add somebody? I just feel like this man's power, the fact that he's already beaten him 3 times, I think 4th time is he just puts a stamp on it. Izzy, I want to go with you. I like you, even though it seems like I hate you. Actually, I respect you, man, because you've done a lot of good things and you've been a lot of great competitors. But to go along with your fashion, I'm going to put some nice little earrings on you with your nice little necklace. But I'm gonna have to go with none other than Alex Pereira.
During a recent podcast, Kenny Florian opens up about never becoming UFC champion during his competitive career. Here's the clip.
Honestly, not really. Here's the thing. I've learned to make peace with it. I'm a very competitive guy for sure. It's not like I'm like, yay, I lost. I hate losing. But at the same time, I do know that for what I knew at the time, I did my best and I trained hard as hell. It'd be one thing, there are certain fights like Diego Sanchez, trying to think of another fight, Gray Maynard a little bit. Those fights bother me way more than the title fights because, first of all, I thought, I lost all of those fights, right? BJ Penn obviously finished me. I thought that Aldo, while it was a much closer fight, I actually watched it the other day. Someone said to me, I actually pretty proud of that one. Probably most proud of that one. While I didn't feel great physically, I worked my ass off to get to that level and to fight my ass off that night. And I thought he won the fight fair and square, but I would have way more regrets. I'd have way more regrets if I didn't work my ass off.
Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.